From a personal perspective, I really like QUINCY's lineup. I like what they're doing here. I am a big fan of Luna strategies that come together and really want to fight, and that's the kind of ballpark that Venno thrives in. So it makes a lot of sense to me to pair that with Elder Titan.
Yeah, in the spot lane, Oscar on the Timber Saw, only 10 CS right now. Does that surprise you at all? That's relatively low?
That is not good.
Yes.
That is definitely a rough start for him. Timber Saw, not necessarily the most farm-dependent hero. A lot of the times just getting level 5 or even level 3 is fine.
Top lane, MSS and Leslau. Looks like they're going to find the first blood onto Medusa. So HFN. And meanwhile, mid lane, Quinn gets some help from LOA, and they take down Dark Mago. So one of the nicest human beings in the world, which makes me question where Curtis' true allegiance lies here. As HFN doesn't have a whole lot of mana, but gets it a lot back with that Mystic Snake. Dark Mago has made a rotation here. Leslau just going to TP out. Torrent is going to connect to LOA, but they don't have vision. Dark Mago trying to wrap around the trees here, but there's the Earth Spike.
Seems like it didn't have enough. Oh, nice.
Oh,
okay.
My goodness. That felt good.
Easy, papa. Like, let's focus on the other side of the map. Let's try to shut down Medusa instead, which they did. Stealing these stacks is actually really impactful. And it looks like they're even looking to steal the other side.
Yeah, this would be big. You got the Astral Spirit coming in with a little bit of vision there, but on the other side, Timbersaw is starting to get into some action as well, but he's kind of isolated. Echo Stomp is there for LOA. MSS not quite level 6, so no Finger of Death coming out. Dark Magoo getting gone on, but the boat, will it connect? No, Quinn jumps in. Beautiful Sleight of Fist into the Remnant. And now he can just start cleaning up this stack. They really don't have anything to contest. Even with this AA and Nyx Assassin here, they can't do much right now. Oscar, I mean, Quinn probably gets out now, or attempts to at least. Echo Stomp is going to be there onto 2.
Yeah, he dropped one behind himself, so he can actually reconnect on this one when he comes back to base.
Ooh.
Got his hands on the Fairy Trinket. Really good item on Ember. One of the best neutral items you can get for this hero. Spell damage and CDR is very, very nice.
I mean, any spirit really would love to have that.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
So yeah, Quinn, I mean, look at his net worth, 5K already. Has taken a bunch of stacks. I want to have this conversation about Medusa at some point, but mid lane, pressuring up this Kunkka. He's already at half HP. Bandaboo, not even level 6, so no Ice Blast to come. Echo Stomp is there. Looks like they're going to try to back up. Oh, the Finger of Death actually bursts him down, not even needing that Earth Splitter. Now Oscar, I mean, he's relatively low HP. He better be careful. LOA with those right clicks. MSS gets a double kill on top of that. And there's still this siege available here, although it is dying to the tower. They're going to save it for now.
He's prioritizing getting more points into chains so he can look for the kills.
You can see a sentry here is going to spot out Matthew. Or Spike does miss from MSS. Yeah, Matthew finally hits level 6. Let's see if they can set something up here. There's the X into the Torrent and the boat with the AA Blast to come. This is just a position 5 Elder Titan. Can they even get him? They finally do before the Echo Stomp comes off. But see if Quincy crew can turn this around. Quinn and company have tried to save, or come in numbers at the very least. Matthew will be bursted down by Quinn, so it's a 1-for-1. Eclipse did come out from Yawar, able to get a second kill as a result.
This is kind of reminiscent of some of these other teams in the tournament, how they've played, especially like LGD with Ame in some games. Comes to mind where he would be playing like an Anti-Mage or a Terrorblade, and the other 4 are just... It's not really for Protect 1. It's just
a smoke
fighting
to start things out for Quincy crew. Dark Mago was the target to start with. Looks like he's going to back up just fine. Matthew gets hit by a Gale.
He's in trouble,
actually.
Spirit
Vessel applied as well into the Elder Titan ultimate, but the Spike character base is going to dodge a little bit of that, but he's going to be destroyed very shortly after. Looks like SNY was just picked up from Medusa, farming a little bit better than I thought, but Quinn is going to get AA blasted, but in the meantime, we'll be pressured here. Remnant out. Oh my god, he's actually going to get out of this. Mystic Snake will connect.
He's fine.
Not sure he's going to get bursted down thanks to the AA blast. They're just going to reset here. Stone Gaze buys successfully the LOA, but now they can just turn this around. Look at HFN just evaporating. Finger of Death comes out as well, so it's a 3-for-1, and now Dark Mago and company are in a lot of trouble. That's going to be the 4th. Timbersaw, the lone remaining member of NOPING. Oh, sorry, Matthew's still there. No offense, Matthew.
Well, he respawned.
Yeah, he just respawned.
So you can see Leslau just building into this triangle, just controlling the area. And if NOPING want access to their triangle, they can't just walk in there with their Medusa like usual.
Right.
They need to make a team rotation to even take the area back, or have, say, in this case, Timbersaw go in and do it.
Dark Mago. Looks like the Echo Stomp into the splitter. And yeah, he is completely surrounded. Will be a kill for Quinn this time around, who's second net worth right now. I mean, Yawar is really the story, though, in terms of the farm. He is 10K already. He is huge.
You can choose to try to end if you're feeling really powerful, or you can use it to take all the outer towers. Realistically speaking, from NOPING, getting a good fight off probably relies on finding the backline with Nyx, AA, and Timber. Going on the front line is very ill-advised into BKB with the kind of lineup they have. All right,
trying to burst down Leslie. They'll be successful. He gets off his Poison Over in the meantime, so a couple hit members of NOPING are going to tick out here. They're going to get the trade onto the AA, and now Matthew looks like he's on the wrong side of the trees here. Double kill for Quinn. They did lose their off lane, though. So I think at this stage, NOPING will probably take that.
Well, looking at the KDAs so far of the game, 2-for-1 is a very major improvement over their previous score of 15-3.
Yeah.
So a 5-for-1 would have been a break-even mathematically.
That is, man, you love the maths, don't you?
I do.
Oh, Echo Stop.
I love number.
They have the, yeah, Yawar with the Eclipse. They're going to set it up with
okay.
that Impale into the Finger of Death. And yeah, they have the damage to burst down pretty much every hero in this game right now.
Immediately on to the next move. They just keep playing very aggressive and cornering the map. You can see NOPING. For the last 5 minutes, they've kind of been cornered.
Oh, yeah.
QUINCY just keep taking.
Matthew, he's going to be spotted out with that Sentry. And he's just destroyed before he can cast a literal any spell. So QUINCY crew in firm control of this game. But the problem is they're just so
they're not there.
Horribly out-farmed and out-leveled right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, AA Blast with the boat, and of course, Stone Gaze coming in.
They're too late.
They're on their way. They're smoked up right now, but yeah, Roshan is officially dead for QUINCY crew. And by that, I mean now officially dead as Yawar picks up the Aegis. Looks like they want to fight here. He doesn't have Eclipse right now. Pops that newly picked up BKB, and Matthew's just going to get bursted down by that right click. So an instant kill for QUINCY crew as HFN finally gets the Stone Gaze off, but his AA falls very shortly after, and now they can just try to burst him down with that Spirit Vessel applied and the Mana Drain coming in. The boat trying to counteract all this damage, but again, QUINCY crew's damage is just crazy. Triple kill for Yawar. Doesn't get the Ultra, but this is going to be a full team wipe with the buybacks coming in as well, and NOPING.
Time for a Rampage.
Yeah, Ultra kill onto Yawar. No, I don't know. LOA does a lot of damage, but that is the official Rampage for Yawar, and this game is over. GGs are called.
Absolutely destroyed.
An absolute shellacking is what we call it in the Americas region. SyndereN?
Yeah,
actually, it's just NA. We call it that. The loser of this series plays an NA team in EG, so it's going to be the Americas Classic, it seems. Kind of bad luck in terms of the draw.
I did not think they were going to be able to put this much pressure on them in this top lane. I thought the Hoodwink Centaur would hold their ground a little bit better, but...
Oh, Leslav's TP gets canceled thanks to that homing missile. So that is first blood for NOPING.
First of all, he can jungle, and secondly, his level 6 comes earlier and can make global impact. He can set up Gyro for success. He can set up the Storm for success.
Yep, that is true.
Speaking of the Storm, it's going to get ganked by Warlock.
Yeah.
My prediction is this will not work. It did not work.
Thank you. That was a low probability play for sure. There's an illusion rune. Looks like
Quinn is in trouble.
Yeah, Quinn does have one Astral Step. Doesn't use it though. Okay, ends up dropping to the solo mid as well. So
did he?
It showed green at the top for me. SyndereN's first LAN tournament. This is probably the best one because there is no crowd, so you can kind of like use this as a stepping stone, if you will.
Right.
As HFN.
He is in trouble.
He is in quite a bit of trouble. Astral Step is there. Stampede comes out, but he's getting locked down inside those cogs. He gets off his ult in the meantime, and with the Storm Spirit here, she'll be able to clean up nicely. A 1-for-1. They did lose the Gyro. That is the big kill for QUINCY. The question is, can they get out?
Dark has no mana.
Only level 5, but yeah, they're not going to chase anymore. Dark Go gets, oh, the Aphotic Shield, not enough. And not enough mana to get to the high ground either. So a double kill for Leza. He desperately needs these. The laning stage was so bad for him. And this looks to be a potential triple, but Quinn will take it for himself. I mean, this is the mid-tax after all. Yeah, Quinn, I don't know if he's gotten a rune yet, actually. And it's funny because, aside from the water runes, which don't really count, but there's like this narrative that Quinn just is, and he even says so himself, he's very lucky with runes historically. Oscar, Yawar's actually going to pop the Enrage, but won't be able to finish. Oh, he's actually going to reevaluate this.
Okay, Shen, I have to tell you, as a machine myself...
Yes, that was a kill, by the way.
With a big enough sample size, everyone has 50% on the runes. He hasn't really pressured very much. The 1 kill and 2 assists he has was from the move's bottom, where he kind of got a couple of freebies, right?
Yeah.
So definitely night and day between the Ember game and the Void Spirit game here. And a lot of it obviously coming down to the runes.
And we're going to see the first Viper Strike of the game, I do believe, and it's going to be reserved for Oscar. So nice pickup there for QUINCY crew. And like you talked about, NOPING, they do have a 2K net worth lead right now as Pandaboo comes to the high ground in that triangle. It's Ult will pop, and I do believe Ursa will finish him off here.
That
but
is
here
not a
comes
good
Dark
orchid.
Mago, already out of mana, basically. Has enough to get to the high ground. Quinn now trying to chase. Among other things, set up his Aether Remnant. I mean, it has so many uses this game. That's when they should probably get active.
They're giving Yawar the bottom tower. Long zip.
Yeah, that's a lot of mana usage, but that is the Orchid into the Sharpshooter, and he should be ticking out here to that Orchid. In fact, he does. MSS hook shot in, didn't really connect on anybody, but nice cogs. Ends up getting Pandabu on the other side of the river here. Viper Strike applied to the Hoodwink as Dark Magoo's getting extremely low. Looks like he'll live through this, though. Almost enough damage. Chaotic Offering not used for LOA, though. 2 for nothing.
I have a little bit of a quiz for you here. What is the active of Magic Wand called?
I don't know.
It's called Energy Charge.
That is the literal worst name I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I've also never seen that, even though I buy a wand every
Dark
game.
Mago. Hook shot is there to try to counteract this. Into the Atos reveal from Leslo. Into the Chaotic Offering. That is enough to get that Storm Spirit kill for Quincy Crew. And LOA even lives through it. Pandabu's ult has popped already. Quinn with that double damage. There's the Yules. So this is their timing. We talked about this. To be able to clean up this kill pretty easily as well. So 2 for nothing. Quincy Crew. And they have an Ursa. So that means Mr. Roshan will be dropping here.
Yeah, this is a really big sequence from them. They find the kills close to the pit. That makes this really easy. And all of it was that Atos. Dark Mago was not ready to get Atos there. He was not expecting it clearly. I think he had the time to jump, but just didn't see it coming. And that's big.
Yep. Oh, we're going to see the call down come down. Nice bushwhack onto a couple of heroes. Quinn still with that double damage applied. Matthew's going to drop, though.
That is their entire lead gone in the blink of an eye.
Second item Ags? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's not...
That is strange.
I don't think it's that bad. Like, the hero is relatively naturally tanky. He has a good defensive backline through Clock and Warlock. And he obviously has 4 points in corrosive skin, so getting the health the Ags is pretty good EHP.
Bushwhack, oh, into the Orchid, into the Hoof Stomp as well with that Stampede and Sharpshooter. Quinn is donezo. Yawar now onto the high ground. Dark Mago still has plenty of mana to work with, so Yawar, I mean, he does have the Aegis, but they'd love to expend this. He's going to pop his Enrage just to get away. And Bushwhack again, pretty long range into the Hoof Stomp, double edge as well. Can they kill him? No, he doesn't even have Chaotic Offering in time. Looks like Centaur's going to be the sacrifice for no ping, but they get the better of that trade big time. 1 for 3.
And this should be a tower. I don't think you can't mount a defense against this. Even with your Aegis, there's just not enough in the tank. It's you and Viper. All right, they're going to hit a bushwhack.
Into the jump in with the Orchid again. And yeah, this is probably going to be enough damage. Indeed it is. So just picking off Quincy Crew left, right, and center. And like you said, tier 1 tower goes their way.
All right, they just got their entire lead back again.
Yep, absolutely. But here comes Yawar. Sharpshooter is applied. Not going to last very long thanks to that Enrage. Quinn trying to do a little bit of damage. He's going to dispel, but there's the Chaotic Offering onto 2. HFN attempting to TP out in the face of danger. He will get canceled thanks to the cogs from MSS. And now the right clicks will commence as Yawar trying to go ham. HFN ends up taking MSS down before he dies. So it's a 1 for 2 here. You count that the kill on Lelis early, and now Yawar going ham onto Oscar. That is horse meat, though, not ham actually, Synder, in case you were wondering, just to add to your dictionary. Double kill for Yawar now. As he's continuing to chase, there's the bushwhack again from long range. Still has this Aegis, of course, trying to take out Pandabu in time. A triple kill for Yawar, and the lead has evaporated again. This is such a back and forth game between these two America teams. Sharpshooter dodge against Yawar. I mean, still a minute and a half.
Like, it is such a good play to get those cogs off, even if you die immediately after. You end up killing Gyro, you end up forcing a reaction, and you got the net gain of your team was well worth 2 or 3 deaths on you there, even.
No doubt. Yawar's Aegis is about to run 20 seconds. Yeah, Atos into the hook shot. Do they have enough damage to pull with the cogs? My goodness, that layering from Quincy Crew.
They baited that rune really well.
Nicely done. That was nice. And now without Storm Spirit, Quincy Crew's going to be pretty freaking confident. You can see the Nether Toxin going to work. Very annoying against an Abaddon, of course, because he has to manually click that ult, which he does, but eventually going to be brought down because he was inhibited, SyndereN, in case you were wondering.
This is a much better showing from NOPING. I feel like that first game just didn't do them justice. Keep going on the Gyro, and in return, Gyro's going to counter-itemize with his own BKB into Satanic so that he can hopefully stand his ground as well. And they do
be a very interesting mid-game for
something that Quincy do have here, even though their single target damage is only Ursa. They have 2 AoE BKB piercing stuns, and that is always going to be crucial in late game situations.
The hook shot into the double cogs, into the Chaotic Offering as well. Matthew able to get on the other side of that. Meanwhile, Dark Magoo on the backside trying to take out that Warlock, but won't be able to do so. Now HFN attempting to TP out will be successful, so the Centaur's the first to die, but the only trade is for the Clockwork, who's died a many a time. Now Panda Boo again. Oh, maybe they don't have the catch to pick him up here. You are trying to catch up with that Earth Shock.
Inhibit.
Yep, inhibited, but there's the Aphotic Shield to counter the inhibit.
No.
Dark Magoo into the enemy danger here. He's gonna get 2 kills, it looks like. Quinn dissimulates. And actually gonna get out in time. No, the homing missile applies, and wow, a little bit too far for Quincy crew here.
They did not account for the Storm rejoining the fight there. Double damage Ursa.
Yes.
Coming for that miracle
Acorn
rune.
shot. Does it actually give vision, that tree, at all?
In the pit? I don't think so. Oh, he is pinging, so maybe it does. I was actually not sure about that.
I thought you were a big Hoodwink player.
Yeah.
All right, well, Roshan is at half HP. There's the initiation. Will this be enough damage to take him out? They do! They blow up Yawar before he can get off his enrage. Chaotic Offering came out, but it's going to be cleaned up very swiftly in favor of NOPING. And now this is going to be their Roshan for the pick. And can Quinn take it, though? This is the question. He's going to dissimulate. Well, think better of it and go to the high ground instead. So Aegis for the arguably the best Aegis carry in the entire game, Storm Spirit. The question is, who got the Shard? Oh, Shard is still in Roche Pit. What? All right, everybody forgot that that exists. I mean, are there... Let's see, what are the Shards this game? I mean, Storm Spirit's pretty crazy, but that... I don't know who you give it to this game, actually.
If you were really rude last game, you would have said the way NOPING played, they might not have played for 6 months. But there is no argument to be made in this game based on how they're playing now. Yeah. So they should know there's a Shard on this one.
Blood getting chased, still has the B. Actually pops the BKB.
Why
He's gonna
now?
get right-click down. On the other side of the map, initiation on the MSS. And NOPING starting to take over very cleanly. 3 kills across the map right now as Yawar forced to run away.
This just looks like total meltdown, right?
Centaur, you have a pretty good one. Double-edged slows and provides extra HP. Perhaps you're seeing... Oh, God, no, he has no idea. All right. Just trying to entice them into the pit.
Who are you being there? Just become the old wizard of the forest. Remember your Shard,
Roshan is going to be replaced by just an old man when he gets to...
Oh, here it...
Wait.
Oh.
No. All right.
Maybe he wants an Oscar. All right.
We have the jump in. BKB popped already onto Dark Magoo. They're going to try to take out the Warlock, but Dark Magoo's getting bursted down. Still has that Aegis intact, of course. Yawar pops his BKB. There's a Chaotic Offering with the Fatal Bond. Look at the damage out of control for Quincy crew, but do they have the sustain? Hookshot now onto the Gyrocopter. He pops his BKB in turn, and Yawar is just ripping right through him. There's the cheese. Now maybe they'll remember that there's a Shard on top of that in a pit, for God's sake. Yawar continuing to chase. Panda Boo, I should say, gets bursted down in the end, and with no enrage intact, Yawar will finally go down in this fight. My goodness. Quincy crew played that as well as you could have, but now it looks like they're going to get cleaned up eventually. There's the homing missile into a couple right clicks from Dark Magoo. Surely now they'll notice. Jesus! Gaben is looking upon you! Valve, that needs to be top priority after this game for sure. This is embarrassing to see just a chest. It could be anything, but it's a Shard, for God's sake! Anyway, HFN, he is fully stacked and loaded, SyndereN. 24K net worth.
Roshan dropped the loot box. And you don't know what you're getting.
You're gonna get the BZZ Pugnus and you'll be real disappointed. Anyway, this is gonna be a double racks at the very least. There's tier 2 still remaining tops.
Like, they got a lot of damage out. They finally got a really good Fatal Bond.
Stop looking at the Roche pit. It's triggering me. For God's sake. I mean, they don't have...
Sometimes you just need to forget and move on.
I mean, I just want to see Hoodwink's Shard.
Oh,
so
boy,
bad.
that's a long zip.
Sharpshooter from afar as well. And that is a Yawar kill. Although he pops his enrage, gets a little bit of life still going. There's the initiation
oh my
as
God.
well from Quincy crew. They get the 1 kill onto center, but now Yawar has pretty much expended everything that he has. LOA, no Chaotic Offering to work with. He's going to buy back into the game along with LOA. There's the Panda Boo ult, keeping him alive a little bit longer, and Dark Magoo is going to burst down Quinn himself. He's going to buy back into the game as well. So this is a triple buyback kill. Can they clean up is the question. Looks like they're going to find at least one. MSS, he does have buyback as well, and Yawar, or I should say Lelis, get bursted on in total. So ultra kill for HFN, who is so freaking farm right now. They're going to use the enraged Ursa, and eventually will bring him down. A rampage for HFN. Beast mode officially enabled for NOPING Esports, SyndereN, as they do this without that freaking Shard. It's still there, for God's sake.
I love that that's the ending shot we get in the side. The game is over, GG. Look at the chest.
Oh, God.
But we'll see. We'll see who earns the right to avoid EG tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will say this time around, I think from a drafting perspective, I think QUINCY handled some problems like the panel pointed out. Oh, they're going to run into Oscar here.
Yeah, our spike will start things out into, well, Dragon Tail not there because of the avalanche from afar, but the Scatter Blast will help them close the gap. Dragon Tail now, Dark Magoo on the sideline, he's just going to let Oscar die. And that is first blood, the way of QUINCY crew, so getting active extremely early here.
Quinn has managed to build himself a little bit of an advantage. He's up 10 CS currently with 3 coming into the tower. Now he's going to try to wander to the other side to steal this camp and take the bounty. Feeling confident because of the haste rune. This is good stuff coming out from Quinn here.
Yeah, and LOA taking out a pretty important courier. That's the boots onto Oscar.
Oh, and he's even going to go
into
on.
Quinn, and yeah, this is going to be a free. Although reinforcements for NOPING have arrived. So Quinn trying to mitigate as much as possible for his friend, but he's not going to be able to save him in the end. But he comes out. Lash has the Aphotic Shield applied, but the Viper Strike is still ticking through into the Nether Toxin. It looks like he will survive.
Wow, nicely done from Matthew. I was sure that was a dead Lash.
Yeah, Ring of Health now on Tidehunter, who will eventually go for the Hood.
Oh my god, he's so far behind. I still kind of can't believe it.
Look away, SyndereN, look away. We're going to have a gank potential here from QUINCY crew.
If you look away from your shard.
That's too late for that one. Lesla pops that ult. Here's the Ravage coming in. It's going to hit 4 heroes for QUINCY crew.
That's a good one.
That is a lot of burst damage from Dark Magoo, and that is a dead Leslau. Huge kill, and Oscar could use all this XP, of course. Lightning Storm going to slow down LOA. Anchor Smash to follow. Don't think they can actually finish this off, though. Looks like they're getting baited a bit as Yawar still in that meta form.
Very good timing here. Dragon Form up in 5 seconds, so you want to make this hit where you get a kill, and then you immediately Dragon Form pressure mid-tower. You know you have a bit of time on Ravage as well if you've been...
Ooh, and HFN is in the vicinity. Matthew going to get stunned from the Dragon Tail, but not from the Cookie. Snapfire ult to fall. That's going to be a freebie on the Tiny.
This is a very good rotation from QUINCY. Will Tide get top tower, though? He is cutting behind. The siege creep is alive. I think this will be a tower trade. Bottom lane.
Emma says this again would be a huge kill with Yawar on the sideline here. Finger of Death to follow, and that is enough.
That is a big one.
Big kill.
Like, even if the Abaddon is ready, just the fact that you can force the Aphotic Shield, that you have your own chain stun, and the burst. Oh, Tide is in a lot of trouble here. Yep, he is not getting out of here.
They find him on the other side of the tree line, and like you said, especially with that Nether Toxin.
Okay, maybe.
He needs the stacks.
Okay.
I mean, MSS needs these stacks, man.
Yes, he does. And he gets the last hit, too.
Well, depending on who you ask here. But yeah, there's a smoke gank now from NOPING. MSS.
This one could work out really well. So Tide Dagger. They have a really good read on where QUINCY's heroes are. They're very bunched up here.
Oh, boy.
If they could somehow... Oh, that smoke fails.
And now they see the Diabolic Edict, though. Matthew on the other side of the tower as well. But there's the Blink Hex from MSS. And they followed up with anything. Yawar gets Ravaged along with 3 other members of the team. Gets his BKB off. Matthew gets a finger. Is not going to die to it, though. Meanwhile, Yule's onto the lashes. We see the Snapfire ult from afar. Aphotic Shield getting him out of harm's way for now, but he gets stunned into the extra damage from Snapfire. And that is a dead mid Dark Magoo. And now it's going to be followed up with an Abaddon kill as well, so...
Not too pretty, but I guess for QUINCY, you got the job done. You forced out Ravage, and now you can try to reap the reward of going Roche.
Yeah.
The Dire is definitely super favored in this spot when Ravage is down and Lesh is dead.
Oh, he actually jumps in. Nether Toxin's there as well, though. He's very squishy as a result, and here's the Eclipse to follow from HFN. Can they actually get a kill? Doesn't look like it, at least not to start, but this is the thing.
Is he gonna get this now?
These two metamorphosis type spells between Dragon Knight and Terrorblade are going down soon. So I don't know if QUINCY crew can fight anymore.
Yeah, if this ends up giving them a Roche, that was a great play from Tide. If not, it was not a great play from Tide.
Good analysis, thank you. Yeah.
Sometimes die good.
Yawar back in melee form, so not nearly as useful as they're going to find the pickoff onto LOA.
He doesn't have buyback. That's 5v4 now. Tide's going to respawn.
Oh, boy.
They're actually just getting Roche off of this.
They're going to...
In a very roundabout way, NOPING will get an Aegis on HFN. Even if their heroes overall can push faster, I don't know if they can actually against Luna Lesh, but obviously the Radiant a little bit ahead there. I'm hearing something.
The Scotty timing is now technically on.
Dragon Knight testing the BKB. It does work.
Oh, no.
Leslau.
Oh, dear. I guess you could call every single player on the team a carry of sorts, depending on the game, but he's been a very, very stable figure in the offlane.
Yeah.
MSS, you can see, has the Aeon disc now, so...
It can happen to anyone to misclick on the keyboard and use your BKB, right?
Yeah, we've seen it at TI many a time. MSS on the high ground. Leslau's there as well. Oh, the instant hex onto the Tiny. Looks like the Snapfire ult from afar. Pandabu's going to pop that ult, survive a little bit longer. Avalanche in the toss away, create some distance here. Matthew not quite going to go down here. And the heals up from the Abaddon are going to save him for now. Dark Magoo in the meantime being right-clicked at a newly picked up Scotty of Yawar. Pops that BKB. He's going to destroy the Abaddon. And now they're surrounding the Leshrac. Matthew trying to get some pickoff. They'll find MSS at the very least. But these are 3 big pickoffs here. Triple kill for Yawar. And they only lose 2 supports.
No Ravage used. There was no opportunity there for Oscar to really get in there. And yeah, well, the Luna didn't use BKB either, but she did use Eclipse. This is kind of dangerous. You might have to use buybacks here.
All right, jumping into the instant Lucent Beam, and now the Ravage comes with the double buyback like you talked about. Now Quincy crew on the run. They're going to lose Lelis to start things out. Make it 2, and Yawar gets Yules from the other side of the tree line, and that is a huge buyback. Actually, he's going to get his Sunder off for now, but I don't think he's getting any kills out of this. Way too much magic damage, as I can actually hear NOPING screaming in the background. They are very happy about this turn of events. I can't blame them.
That was absolutely crazy to me. I can't believe they went for that.
And I mean, this is an Abaddon with a Luna. This is going to be a real fast push. Fortifications pop. They do have buyback onto Yawar, but it's 20 seconds. It'll feel real bad to have to use it now, but if you don't, this is 1 lane of racks. You can see Quinn spawned naturally. MSS jumps in. Quinn pops the BKB after getting tossed in, and they're going to try to turn this. 8 seconds left on Yawar as he comes back very shortly. Oscar will not go down finally to that last right click of Leslau. So a nice defense from Quincy crew. Can they get more than 1 is the question. It'll be the Tidehunter, it'll be the Abaddon, and I guess they'll call it a day there. Oh, Leslau continuing on. Looked like he faked back there.
Alone.
Blink Dragon Tail.
No one's even close. He's not going to get this kill.
Yeah. And now Quincy crew going to focus on the tier 1 top finally. And I feel like this second Rosh, I mean, we've talked about so many times how important it is. I feel like it's more important this game for Quincy crew more than anything, because it feels like NOPING are starting to build a nice lead
MSS
here.
with the opener.
And Leslau jumps in with that Dragon Tail. Yawar pops that Metamorphosis with the BKB activated. Now HFN with that BKB has to run away for now. He's getting surrounded though. Viper Strike applied. Finally the Ravage comes out. Looks like Leslau's going to die in the midst of things along with Quinn. Leslau finally ticking out here very shortly, but they do get the Luna. That's the important kill, but it's going to cost them 3 of their members. Buyback now into Leslau. Yawar is completely surrounded. Dark Magoo basically has no mana to speak of. Gets mangoed on the sideline. And Yawar and MSS trying to team up to take out Oscar. They should be successful in doing this. Cost them a buyback onto Leslau, though.
This is a
Roshan is...
He's spawning now.
Is he?
Wait.
Where's Roshan?
Hello? He's
angry after the last game. Nobody took that shard. All right, now the buyback onto the Tidehunter. Looks like the Earth Spike's going to connect on 1.
Now he's up.
I mean, 45 seconds, no Luna, no buyback.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it, though.
Yeah, they don't have...
Not with that Tide buyback. You can't do this.
Yeah, absolutely. MSS, the Aeon Disc is going to proc. He's going to get surrounded now as Dark Magoo trying to take advantage of these spider legs. Basically has no mana, though, as Yawar trying to chase. Pandaboo gets off the Aphotic Shield. Oscar, this is the buyback here, but he's super tanky right now. Leslau's still in Dragon form.
Did Les just TP out right in front of them?
Cookie coming in.
What?
They're going to get the stun out to start things out.
Okay.
Looks like the Snapfire ult is up again. They're going to use it to take out Matthew, and they're going to try to turn this now onto the Abaddon, so they're going to get a couple kills at the very least.
Did they see Lesh TP? I mean, he was low on resources, right?
Probably, I would say MSS probably. I mean, I think LOA's is the best, but he doesn't really have any blink action going.
It is good on Quinn. So I haven't encountered this situation very much in my own game, so I would imagine what you do is you kind of treat this like pseudo-techies. Like, you bait out the Lesh stun, then you go to another lane if you can, right? Like you.
But it's up so often.
It is. If you can push 2 lanes at the same time, though, he has to choose, right? You have Dragon Knight, Terrorblade, Viper, all 3 tower heroes in this game. Make sure you at least place 1.
Leslau pops out. Oh, there's the Ravage. They're trying to burst down Yawar. He has a Satanic. He has Scotty. He has everything. Looking for the Sunder target. Will be onto the Tidehunter. He's just going to get cleaned up immediately. Super fast kill. So the Ravage ends up not working on. That's a really long cooldown. I believe he was the only one Ravage.
He hadn't used meta. He has Aegis, BKB, and Satanic, and a whole team.
Very strange.
That is literally a 0% probability play. That will never work. That will never work. Even if you kill him.
Oh,
He's
look
gonna
at this split Earth connecting on severed hoods. They're trying to toss Leslau into the tier 4s. He gets extremely low. Looks like he's going to survive for now, trying to dodge those split Earths. As look at that, Scotty going to work on Dark Magoo. Down he goes, and just like that, QUINCY's just going to win the game. How does this happen all of a sudden? Second Roshan into a couple of pickoffs, and now they have all this pushing power.
For what it's worth, I wouldn't ascribe very much of that to the extra shard in this patch. I think
shard is unbelievable.
I don't even know if they needed an Aegis there. Like, that was just crazy.
That is true. MSS is going to get jumped for now, and only 2 members of NOPING trying to at least get 1 kill. The Thunder save from Yawar, and now Luna goes down. She does have buyback. Remember, this is not the tournament life on the line, but loser will play EG in the lower bracket. Buyback onto both Luna and Leshrac, and still QUINCY crew in numbers. They still have Aegis. They still have everything. MSS does die, does have buyback, though. We'll expend it immediately as you are in enemy lines. The Eclipse went off there for a moment, and they're just going to turn things around. Yawar, Lucid Beam is there. Looks like the Aegis. Oh, actually popped Satanic right as the Aegis went down. Not sure if it's actually going to matter here. The save on the HFN. He'll be able to get into the fountain in time. Yawar, they're playing with their food here, I feel like. Now they might have to back. Quinn gets off the Viper strike. He's just going to drop shortly after. So QUINCY crew are not able to end the game.
Oh, he missed the stun on the
Yawar, yeah, he's still in a lot of trouble, though. MSS, this will be a dieback. They're actually going to buy back onto Quinn. He has his boots of travel. Look at the Snapfire buyback as well. MSS trying to burst down Dark Magoo. He's being saved by Pandaboo again. HFN, this will be an enormous kill if they're able to find him. Split Earth's just going off all over the freaking map. The shard is unbelievable. Leslau gets bursted down. Finally, that is essentially a dieback. Anybody that dies will be a dieback, and that is a dead Yawar. QUINCY crew, what am I watching? SyndereN, LOA getting chased now. NOPING starting to come back into this game. No Aegis, no cheese, I believe, and they only get 1 set of racks? What am I watching?
They would have killed the Lesh there and probably ended the game. All right, great replay. I love speeding it up. Let's go push the other way.
They can do a lot here. Actually, Yawar did get buyback eventually there, so he's going to pop it. But it's 3 versus 5. And I do believe that this is going to be GG in NOPING's favor. Matthew?
Ravage.
See the Ravage onto Viper. They have the splitter at the follow. He gets forced out.
The Thunder save.
Nice Thunder. Beautifully done into the Satanic. So Yawar is very safe and sound as Dark Magoo looks like he's getting a right click down. Can NOPING actually finish this? The Ancient not quite low enough to actually go for this. HFN pops the BKB. Trying to go for all in here. I don't think he's going to get it. He's just getting right click by Yawar and still in meta right now.
Tide is getting it.
Panda. Sadly, Tidehunter didn't get the shard, so he's not able to burst down those buildings, Cinder, and this Pandaboo drops. What am I watching? What is this game? All right, now QUINCY crew are perhaps going to finish the game. What is this?
There's no
you got a throne here, right? 60 seconds, no Lesh, 40 seconds, no Abaddon.
I was going to say this should be enough, but I'm going to reserve my judgment of what is enough right now. Gonna have to wait and see how this goes.
All right, we can see that shard from Viper going to work onto the tower and the minus armor from Snapfire. They're decimating these buildings, and QUINCY crew looks like they're gonna somehow win this game. I don't even understand what I watched. What the hell is this? This wasn't Dota? Jeez.
Like,
I guess.
I think either team winning this game in the way that this ended is probably not going to be happy with the way that they won, but they're going to be relieved, okay, we got it done, right?
Right.
That felt like they had to run a marathon to cross the street.